I haven't felt motivated to photograph Istanbul for a long time. Maybe that sounds strange for someone who grew up here. But after a while, the city stops feeling historical. It becomes noise, crowds, traffic. A place you move through instead of look at. And rain somehow made that feeling stronger. The grey skies flatten everything. The crowds feel heavier. The chaos feels louder. I almost didn't bring my camera. Recently, I bought a 28mm lens, wider than I'm used to. At first, I hated it. With a 28mm lens, you see everything and much more. You can't hide the ugly parts of Istanbul anymore. The electric cables, plastic stools, LED signs, crowded sidewalks, people walking into your frame. A tighter lens lets you isolate beauty. But with 28mm, the city enters the frame, whether you want it or not. At first, it made me feel even more disconnected. I went out hoping to photograph historical Istanbul. But Istanbul refuses to become a postcard. A mosque from 15th century watches over a street selling crocs. Ancient city walls stand behind slipper shops. History here isn't separated from ordinary life. People live inside it. And maybe that is why it is hard for someone from Istanbul to photograph Istanbul. Tourists see history. Natives see life happening underneath it. Somewhere during the day, the rain stopped. The sun finally came out. And somewhere inside the narrow bazaar streets, I started finding the rhythm again. Not in the grand landmarks, not in the famous views, but in ordinary moments. People carrying boxes through crowded alleys, shopkeepers waiting beneath centuries of stone, cats fighting in a beam of sunlight, cheap signs hanging under ancient mosques. I stopped trying to clean the city out of the frame, and the photographs finally started appearing. Not perfect photographs, not postcard photographs, but photographs that felt honest. I shot all of this on Kodak ColorPlus, mostly because of the weather, and honestly, because I didn't feel motivated enough to load something expensive. Maybe that was the right decision, because ColorPlus feels like Istanbul itself. A little muted, a little messy, ordinary in a good way. And when I got the scans back from the lab, the photos look exactly the way I remember the city feeling that day. Not beautiful in a clean way, but alive. I think I finally found a way to photograph Istanbul again. Not as a tourist, not as someone searching for beauty, but as someone who has lived beneath the weight of this ancient city his entire life.